Now we welcome you back to Roseburg, where we are getting ready for Game 2 of a doubleheader between the Indians and the North Medford Black Tornado here from Champion Car Wash Field. In between games, Roseburg winning Game 1 3-0. Game 2 a little bit away. While we get ready for that, we're going to play the interview that I did with head coach Troy Thompson that we didn't get a chance to play in our pregame show before Game 1. As we do our Roseburg Disposal intermission show, we'll have that interview with Coach Thompson for you right now here on The Score. Back here with more of our pregame on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM, streaming with video online at 541radio.com. As we continue on with the Roseburg Disposal pregame show, get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson here before Roseburg gets ready to take on North Medford for 2 today. Coach, you guys had a bit of a week with no games until leading up today, with Tuesdays getting scratched. So I was just kind of curious. There was a lot of activity going on here at the ball field as well, with UVC and UCC playing games. So how'd you guys keep yourselves busy here this week, getting ready for Southwest Conference play?
We had a good week of practice. There was a lot of activity here with some games going on, but we were more than able to get our practice time in and get our time at the field here, so that was good. Had a nice week of practice without the Tuesday game, as you said, so we adjusted from there and came out and did some live scrimmage things throughout the week and had a good week of practice. So we're excited to get going again after a week off. Saturday to Saturday is not necessarily normal for us this time of year, but it's what we had. So we'll take it, and hopefully today we come out ready to play.
You guys getting ready to go into conference play, and we talked about it this week about how one of the things that you will continue to focus on all season is hitting with runners in scoring position. You guys have done a nice job of being able to get guys on, but bring them around to score has been an area that's at times been an issue for you. Teaching guys and working on that in practice, is there a thing that you can kind of give them for a mindset when you're in that situation with a guy in scoring position on how to get better and how to improve in that situation?
Well, that's something we worked on a lot this week. We did a lot of situational
advantage of the extra time you got this week as things are about to really pick up. Southwest Conference play today, a doubleheader, and I know you've got a group that's been through a season with probably some of these kind of scenarios, but this will be the first Southwest Conference season for a lot of these guys where you play the doubleheader on Saturday, and thankfully today not going to get too warm so you don't get wore out hopefully too much throughout the day, but it's a different beast, and this will be the first one of the season. What's the message kind of to guys going into a doubleheader?
Well, that's just it. A third of our conference play is that Game 2 on Saturday. Saturday. So we want to be mentally prepared for a long day of baseball and commit to 14 innings here today and stay with it throughout the duration of both games. So it's a real mindset and a real mental game for the doubles on Saturday. Setting, especially in league play, and great league schedule. We've got everybody in league playing the doubles today, so it'll be interesting to see how it shapes out for not only us but for the other clubs that are playing league schedule today.
We'll wrap it up with Coach Thompson here. You mentioned the rest of the league. What are your expectations? I know Southwest Conference play, it's always tough, but this year and the squads that you're going to face, what do you think of how things shape up with Southwest Conference this year?
Well, like I said last week, very good league. Again, everybody's non-league schedule seemed to go pretty well for the group. We have South Medford hosting Sheldon this week down there. That'll be interesting to see how South Medford comes out with their arms and how Sheldon competes there. And I believe we have Grants Pass and South Eugene. I'm not sure where that's at, but like I said, it'll be a tough league. It always is. The coaches and teams in our leagues do a great job, and everybody's ready to play when the schedule says. So I look for nothing more or nothing less than another quality league season and with some very good clubs.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Roseburg Indians, Troy Thompson, as we make our way to Game 2 of our doubleheader. That was the conversation I had with Troy just before we got things started today. That is, we are in our Roseburg Disposal pregame show for the second game of today's doubleheader. Roseburg winning Game 1 3-0 for those that are joining us here. Any Medford fans, you might be interested to find out, and I'm sure any Roseburg fans want to follow what's going on in the conference as well. But down in Medford, it was South Medford hosting Sheldon, and they were scoreless through 2 innings of that matchup down there in Medford at Harry and David Field. So we will keep an eye on that, getting some score updates from the legendary B.G. Gould down in Medford, so he'll hopefully be sending us some more scores throughout that matchup between Sheldon and South Medford. We're getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. We're getting lineup cards up here in the booth, so we'll have those. We're going to go ahead and take another break. I think we can squeeze in another 3-minute break here, so let's go ahead and do that. 3 minutes, and we'll come back as we continue on. Roseburg Baseball streaming live online at 541radio.com and right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And welcome back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as we welcome you in as we get ready for Game 2 of today's doubleheader. I'm Joey Kieran. Great to be with you guys. We've gotten our footing underneath us there. It's always a bit of a scramble, and the first doubleheader of the season, always a bit of an adjustment for at least yours truly. I think the team's making their adjustments and getting things ready. But Roseburg did have a day where they played a doubleheader earlier. That was back during that Pendleton tournament that they played during their spring break trip. And so not the first day that they've played a doubleheader, but first one in conference play is always a big one. And being able to win a couple of games at home is always big for a team as well. And Roseburg took game 1 3-0 as we get ready for game 2. Roseburg coming in at 7-4 on the season now. They've are winners of 1 in a row, and they are 1-0 in Southwest Conference play. Meanwhile, North Medford drops to 5-6 on the season. They have lost 1 consecutive game, and they are 0-1 in conference play. Just about getting ready for game number 2 as we bring you the Roseburg Disposal pregame show for the second game of our day. You can let Roseburg Disposal make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Game 1, a pretty good one there. These two teams, wasn't really sure what to expect, and obviously game 2, you never know what's going to happen here. See if North Medford would like to try and earn a split on the road against Roseburg. But these two teams, they played some common opponents, the Dalles, McNary, and Bend. Total, Roseburg played the 3 teams all once. North Medford had played McNary twice, so they had 4 games against those 3 common opponents between the two teams. Both teams winning big against the Dalles, 11-1 for Roseburg, 11-3 for North Medford. For McNary, Roseburg fell against McNary 8-5, while North Medford lost to them the first time around 6-4, but then got the walk-off win 5-4 against McNary in their game on Tuesday last week. Roseburg lost 9-0 against Ben, actually held hitless in that one, while North Medford fell against Ben 13-5. So it was kind of unsure exactly what to expect. Kind of the two teams had some similar results through the common opponents through non-conference play, but we'll see how that plays out for game 2. You never know. Coming into today's action in the Southwest Conference, I mentioned earlier that South Medford was at the top at 8-0. They were number 1 in the state, according to the OSAA Power Rankings. Roseburg at 6-4 was sitting in second place based off of non-conference standings, and ranked 18th by the OSAA. South Eugene at 5-4, number 15 in the state. Grants Pass at 5-4, number 24. North Medford at 5-5 was ranked number 40 in the state, and Sheldon at 4-5 was ranked number 32 in the state of Oregon. Getting ready to go for game 2 of our doubleheader. We got the lineup cards up here and just about ready to go. The teams have exchanged lineup cards down on the field, and I think they are just about ready to take the field for game 2. Get you a look at those starting lineups here in just a second as I put the final touches on exactly what we've got going on here today. And there we go. That should do us. All right, so let's take a look at your starting lineup for the visiting North Medford Black Tornado. For North Medford, Their starting lineup put together by head coach Kerry Curtis. Black tops, gray trousers, numbers on the front and the back in red for North Medford. It'll be Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher, leading things off, followed by second baseman Johnny King. Aiden Horsley will be pitching in Game 2 for North Medford. He'll bat third, followed by Kellen Weiler, the first baseman. Colton Morgan at third base, batting fifth, followed by Frankie Rutigliano, the shortstop, hitting sixth. The seventh hitter is Davis Carr in left field. Trey Newman, the starting pitcher in Game 1, moves to center field. He'll bat eighth, followed by Marcus Moore in right field. That is a look at your starting lineup for the visiting North Medford Black Tornado. Out on the field, Roseburg takes the diamond in their white tops, button-ups, white trousers, numbers on the front and the back in orange for the Tribe. And taking the mound will be Austin Takahashi. He moves from third base to take over on the bump. Takahashi so far this season, 15 innings worked. He's got a 3-1 win-loss record, 1.86 ERA, 18 strikeouts, just 2 walks allowed. And he will get his fourth start of the season for Roseburg. Takahashi on the mound, throwing in to Knox Hubbard behind the plate. At first base, Evan Corbin, after getting the win in Game 1, takes over there. At second base, Sebastian Watson. At third, filling in for Takahashi will be Jordan White. Dawson Gillespie at shortstop. In the outfield from left to right for Roseburg, Dominic Titone, Carson Dunn, and Logan Klopfenstein. And that is a look at your defensive alignment for Roseburg as we get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Austin Takahashi faces Jeremiah Robbins, and the first pitch misses just outside for ball 1 as we are underway in the second game of our twin bill. 1-0 from Tak, pitch in the air, out to center field, going back on it. Carson Dunn camped underneath for the fly ball out to Jeremiah Robbins, 1 away. Robbins, mentioned in the last game for North Medford, had a solo home run in the first inning that gave North Medford a lead against McNary. But he is hitless so far today. First pitch of the at-bat to second baseman Johnny King, misses for ball 1. Take a strike. 1-1 for King in Game 1. Johnny King 0 for 3. Swings, misses. Pitch in the dirt by Takahashi. An 0-2 count, or excuse me, a 1-2 count. Takahashi, usually a fairly quick worker on the mound. Gets a swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Hubbard down to Corbin for the strikeout. That is the second out and the first strikeout for Austin Takahashi on the day. And all Roseburg strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. One Peak Medical, accepting new patients both in person and virtually, covered by most insurances. Swinging a foul tip back for the 3-hitter, the pitcher Aiden Horsley. Strike 1 for him. Trying to make it a quick top of the first inning here for Austin Takahashi. The 0-1 pitch. Swung and fouled it, popped it up in the air. It's a fair ball. Throw down to first by Takahashi. That ball hit high off the plate. Baltimore chopped there. I thought it might go into foul territory, but it just stayed fair down the first base side. And Takahashi there to make the play. A quick top of the first for North Medford. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Will go to the bottom of the first. Roseburg coming up to bat on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Bottom of the first inning as Roseburg holds North Medford scoreless in the top of the first. Let's take a look at your lineup for Roseburg. Leading things off will be Logan Kloffenstein in right field, followed by the pitcher, Austin Takahashi. At shortstop, Dawson Gillespie batting third, followed by Silas Kincaid, the DH. And I'm realizing I did not edit my roster for those that are watching online, so I'm going to take that off of there. There have been some changes. That was Game 1 starting lineup. So it is Kloffenstein, Takahashi, and Gillespie to lead things off. Silas Kincaid, the DH, will bat in the cleanup spot, hitting for second baseman Sebastian Watson. In left field, Dominic Tatone hitting fifth, followed by third baseman Jordan White hitting in the sixth spot. Batting seventh, playing first base, Evan Corbin. The catcher, Knox Hubbard, will hit eighth. And in center field, Carson Dunn will round out the starting 9. So a few changes. Watson getting DH'd here in Game 2, and Evan Corbin getting a chance to hit for himself in the second game after getting DH'd in Game 1 as the starting pitcher. First pitch of the day for Aiden Horsley, who takes over after playing in center field in Game 1. He'll be the starting pitcher for Game 2, and against Logan Kloffenstein, he gets the first pitch in for strike 1. Klopp will ground one to short, picked up there by Retigliano, and he'll retire Kloffenstein to start things off here in the bottom of the first. One away, and Austin Takahashi will bat. Tak had a great Game 1.
Next batter, the pitcher, number 14, Austin Takahashi.
Takahashi with a triple and a double in the first game. Roseburg had 2 ground rule doubles in the first game of our twin bill. First pitch to Tak. Hits the outside corner for strike 1. Taking a look around the diamond behind starting pitcher Aiden Horsley. There's a ball. Line drive shot right to the second baseman, Johnny King. Had to go down low to get to it, but King snags that one for the second out. 2 down, and that'll bring up Dawson Gillespie. Defense for North Medford. Behind the plate, Jeremiah Robbins catching in Game 2 again. Out at first base is Kellen Weiler. Johnny King at second. At third base, Colton Morgan, and Frankie Retigliano at short as the first pitch, strike 1 against Dawson Gillespie. In the outfield from left to right, Davis Carr, Trey Newman, and Marcus Moore. You're starting 9 defensively for the Black Tornado. 0-1 pitch to Gillespie. He pulls it to third base, backing up. Morgan snags it and about head high and fires over to retire Gillespie. And that finishes off a 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Roseburg. Scoreless game through 1. We go to the top of the second on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Kellen Willard.
Starting the second inning, Kellen Weiler on the mound against Austin Takahashi, and first pitch swinging. Weiler grounds it to third. Jordan White filling in at third base for Takahashi when he's pitching, and White makes a strong play across the diamond for the first out of the second inning. Scoreless ball game as we welcome you back here to Roseburg and Champion Car Wash Field. It's been a cool day, although when I got a chance in between games to run out of the press box, it's actually not so bad out there in the sunshine. Temperature-wise, it's not warm, but it's not cold. Sun is shining down right now on the field on an 0-1 count to third baseman Colton Morgan, and he will take strike two as he backs out of the box, falling behind quickly to start against Takahashi. Quickly into his windup, and Tak wastes no time. He gets his second strikeout of the game. 2 away on the One Peak Medical strikeout for Austin Takahashi, and that'll make it nobody on, 2 away, and the shortstop Frankie Ritigliano up to bat. First pitch low for ball 1 to Ritigliano, who had one of just 2 hits in game 1 for North Medford. Puts this one in play, up in the air, foul territory, and out of play. Ritigliano had a double down the left field line in game 1 against Evan Corbin, who pitched the complete game 2-hit shutout. 1-1 from Tak is in for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, Takahashi rears back. He fired in that fastball, but misses high to Ritigliano. 2-2. Ooh, look out. Ducking out of the way goes the North Medford players and staff that were up on the top step of one of the exits from the dugout, the in-ground dugout down the first base side. That one hit off the facade on the front of the roof and ricocheted back in. The 2-2 off speed, ground ball to Watson at second, and it's another quick 1-2-3 inning for Austin Takahashi. 4-3 put out for Ritigliano. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless ball game on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Chris, 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Designated hitter number 16, Silas Kincaid.
Silas Kincaid leading things off for Roseburg as we begin the bottom of the second inning. On the mound, Aiden Horsley. Breaking ball stays high for ball 1 against Kincaid. Silas had 2 hits in game 1 of the doubleheader for Roseburg, including a ground rule double. One of 2 of those for the Tribe. Gets behind one here, pops it up in the air. Foul territory, first base side. Calling for it is Kellen Weiler. He makes the play in foul territory to retire the first batter. 1 away. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score.
Next batter, left fielder, number 3, Dominic Tatone.
Dominic Tatone at the plate for Roseburg, taking low and outside for ball 1 with 1 out and nobody on base here in the bottom of the second. Dom grounds one, first base side, bobbled there by Weiler. He collects it and flips it over to Horsley, covering the bag. And that'll retire Dom. Nice job off the mound. Pitchers are doing a good job defensively, coming off the mound and covering at the bag. Corbin did it in game 1, and I think we saw Newman do it as well in game 1, and now Horsley there to help out the first baseman and make the play at the bag to retire Dominic Tatone. 2 away, and the first pitch high to Jordan White, who will get his first at-bat of the day. Jordan White this season, batting sub 100. He's had 14 at-bats, just 1 hit so far as he takes a strike, 1-1 count. I was up at practice throughout the week this week. The team didn't have a game until today, so caught a little bit of practice time. He looked great defensively. Just got to get the bat going a little bit more for Jordan this season. 2-1 count as he takes low and outside. The 2-1 pitch is high. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 from Horsley is low for ball 4, and Jordan White will draw a walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. First walk of the game issued by Aiden Horsley. With 2 down and a man on at first, Evan Corbin will get a chance to bat for the first time today. Did not hit in game 1 as the starting pitcher. They had a DH in for him. Takes high for ball 1. Evan Corbin this season hitting .286 in limited duty. Corbin with just 7 official at-bats, 11 plate appearances. Grounds 1 left side, diving stop by the third baseman, but he can't get up in time to make a play. Colton Morgan makes a nice job defensively to get that ball snagged in his glove, but as he came up, kind of bobbled the ball trying to get it out to make a throw somewhere. He was looking at second. He wasn't going to get it there in time to get Jordan White, and he wasn't going to get it to first in time to get Evan Corbin. So Corbin will get the first hit of the ball game for Roseburg. A base knock that he beats out on the infield, and there are runners at first and second with 2 down, and it'll bring up the catcher Knox Hubbard. Takes inside for ball 1. Roseburg trying to get a run on the board. Ball fouled off by Knox. One ball, 1 strike for the 8-hitter, catcher Knox Hubbard. Swings and he foul tips that one into the glove. Big cut. Big cut there out of Knox, gives him a 1-2 count. 2 down. Horsley trying to wrap up the bottom of the second. Knox fouls that one away to stay alive. The 1-2, ooh, nice job to sit on the breaking ball. That probably would have been strike 3, but Knox able to be disciplined at the plate, sat on that one and waited, got just enough of it to stay alive. One-two, out to right field. That ball gets in for a base hit. Rounding around third, heading for the plate. The throw offline. Roseburg will take a 1-0 lead. The ball gets away. Coming in, a second runner. White scored. Corbin heading to the plate. He'll score. Into third goes Knox Hubbard. And Roseburg makes things happen with a ball in play. They'll take a 2-0 lead on a single by Knox Hubbard. Drives in 1. That brought in Jordan White to score from second. Evan Corbin running all the way with 2 outs. He comes around to score on the ball, getting away. That'll be an error on the right fielder on the throw off line. And then Hubbard going all the way to third on the throw and then the error. Strike taken on the first pitch to the 9-hitter Carson Dunn. And that's just what happens. You put the ball in play, good things will happen sometimes. First pitch was strike 1. Second pitch is the same, an 0-2 count for Carson Dunn. 2-0 lead for Roseburg. 2 hits here in the frame in 1 inning. Strike 3 in the dirt. Dunn heading down to first, but the throw will beat him there, and the strikeout finishes things off for Roseburg. But not before they get 2 across here in the bottom of the second. A 2-0 lead for Roseburg over North Medford, heading to the top of the third on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Top of the third inning, Roseburg leading at 2-0. On the mound, Austin Takahashi facing the left fielder. Davis Carr up at the bat. He's got a 1-1 count as he fouls off the second pitch from Takahashi. Austin now with a 2-0 lead to work with. Ground ball right side. The lefty pulls it to Watson at second base, and Sebastian will make the play to retire Davis Carr. Sebastian has had a little action over there. He made the last 2 outs for Roseburg defensively. 1 down. And it brings up the center fielder, Trey Newman. Newman taking the loss, a tough one in game 1 of this doubleheader. He didn't pitch a bad game, just didn't get the offensive support as Evan Corbin cut down the Black Tornado in game 1 of the doubleheader. First pitch for Austin Takahashi called strike 1 against Newman. Breaking ball, off-speed pitch there, called strike 2 as Newman quickly behind 0-2 in the at-bat. The 0-2 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tried to throw that one a little bit too hard there. Takahashi's 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? The home plate umpire will say he did, and Trey Newman will go down swinging. Third strikeout of the ball game for Austin Takahashi. There's 2 down. 9-hitter up to bat. That's Marcus Moore. Moore will take the first pitch for strike 1. Throwing BBs out there is Austin Takahashi. A 1-1 count. Strike 2 taken. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch high. Evens things up for Tak with 2 outs and nobody on base. Strike 3, swing and a miss. And Austin Takahashi retires North Medford in order here in the third. Another 1-2-3 frame for Takahashi. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 2-0, Roseburg in front, going to the third. Bottom half of the frame on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the third inning. Roseburg baseball today brought to you by Seven Feathers Truck and Travel. Join the winning team at Seven Feathers. They've got several positions open starting at $16.25 an hour. Apply now at i5exit99.com. And today's game brought to you by Dr. Lanson Randall. They're accepting new patients. Give them a call at 541-378-6694. Roseburg leading 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Logan Kloffenstein. Ground ball to third base where Colton Morgan will field and fire across the diamond for the out. A couple of ground outs so far for Logan Kloffenstein. 0 for 2 on the day for him. Austin Takahashi will bat. Takahashi lined out to second base his first time up. Squares to bunt, puts it down third base side, and it just goes foul, just as Colton Morgan got there in time. Now Roseburg with 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error in that second inning to put him on top, 2-0. Looking to try and pull off a sweep against North Medford here at home. To get a score update from Sheldon and South Medford. That game 1, top of 5. Sheldon leading that one 1-0. Ground ball foul down the first base side this time for Takahashi, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. Against Aiden Horsley, who's allowed the 2 runs. He's walked 1 as well, and an error didn't help him out there in that second inning. The 0-2 pitch to Takahashi, check swing, he couldn't hold up. He goes down with the strikeout. Big strikeout there for Horsley. Takahashi was a handful for Trey Newman in game 1, and so far he's 0 for 2 in game 2. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Aiden Horsley. Dawson Gillespie will bat. Gets a quick pep talk from Coach Tim Sestair down the first base side.
Next batter, number 9, Dawson Gillespie.
Gillespie will stand in. He grounded out to third base his last time up. First pitch swinging. First pitch misses. Ball 1. Okay, I guess I was wrong. It was strike 1. There's strike 2 as he grounds 1 foul down the third base side. Dawson still looking for his first hit. Did have an RBI and a ground out in game 1, but has not had a hit today. Oh, no, I guess I was right. 1-1 count, pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. Scoreboard messed me up there, and I was looking elsewhere on the first pitch. Didn't look like it was a strike, but I easily could have missed it. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Aiden Horsley against Dawson Gillespie. Horsley trying to get a 1-2-3 frame here in the third. Keep it a 2-0 game. Gillespie to center field. That ball going to carry all the way to Newman in dead center field for the final out. Roseburg unable to do anything to add to their lead. They go down in order as we head to the top of the fourth inning. It's a 2-0 lead. Roseburg in front of North Medford on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Back for the top of the fourth inning, Roseburg in front of North Medford. Game 2 of our twin bill here from Champion Car Wash Field. Joey Keyran with you. Austin Takahashi on the mound facing the top of the order for North Medford with a 2-run lead. Jeremiah Robbins leading things off, looking for his first hit of the day. Puts it to center field, and he will get it. A leadoff single here in the fourth inning. Game 1, Roseburg's pitcher, Evan Corbin, had a no-hitter going to the fifth. Here in Game 2, Austin Takahashi has one going to the fourth inning, but that is when things come to an end. It gives up a single to center field. Jeremiah Robbins on base to lead things off for the Black Tornado. Squaring to bunt, trying to sacrifice the runner over. Johnny King fouls it off for strike one.
Johnny King.
Johnny King struck out in the first inning. Looking to bunt again. He'll take a 1-1 count as the pitch misses outside. Squaresman bunts this one down. The play is going to be to first. Bare hand. Takahashi sends a strike over to first base. Evan Corbin there for the out. A sac bunt for King, who goes sliding head first into the bag, trying to beat out the throw. Jeremiah Robbins makes his way to second base. One out. A runner at second. That prompts a visit out to the mound for pitching coach Richie Charles. Gives us a break in the action to remind you that today's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. Taking a look at that softball game, Roseburg and North Medford softball playing just beyond the left field fence. It looks like it's a scoreless ball game out there. It says the first inning on that one. I think they got started, or I would have thought they would have gotten started with game 2 around the same time as us, so I think it might be into the second now. Still scoreless, though, in that one, after North Medford won game 1 of the doubleheader against Roseburg softball 3-1. 2-0 score here in game 2 of our baseball doubleheader. Austin Takahashi, after giving up his first hit, is facing a man in scoring position for the first time today. Gets a swing and a miss for strike 1 against Aiden Horsley. The pitcher trying to help his own cause here. Ground ball back up the middle. Takahashi knocks it down, looks to runner back at second, and retires Horsley at first. Sharp ground ball right back at him on the mound. Knocked it down off the heel of his glove. Was able to get to it quickly, right on top of the hill out there. Looked back, Jeremiah Robbins at second, and then fired over to first for the out. So man stays at second base. First pitch misses for ball 1 to the cleanup hitter, Kellen Weiler here. 1-0 pitch. Weiler grounded out to third his first time up. He'll foul off a pitch for strike 1. One count Sunshine starting to poke back through again. Some clouds had made it a little gray looking here or there for a bit. A 1-1 pitch is high for Takahashi. We were in the low 50s when we got things started, up to 54. Looks like we may see 55 today here in Roseburg. The 2-1 pitch, off speed, softly hit towards center field, gets in. Racing in is Carson Dunn, the runner heading to the plate. Robbins will score. And North Medford gets their first run of the day after getting shut out in game 1 of the doubleheader. Kellen Weiler comes through with an RBI single to shallow center field. And North Medford will get on the board to make it a 2-1 ball game with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Colton Morgan will bat. Weiler on at first. Takahashi out of his stretch. The throw down to first. Just ahead of the tag. The slide back in by Weiler. Just ahead of that throw. It was a ball at the plate. They pitched out on that one. The 1-0 high. Another throw down to first. Weiler out there trying to deke Knox Hubbard behind the plate to throw down that direction. That first one, they almost got him out there, but he slid around the tag. Ground ball softly hit to second. The throw by Gillespie to first will not be on time. Beating out the infield single is Colton Morgan. Back-to-back base hits. Here in the 4th inning, 3 hits now for North Medford. Managed just 2 hits in game 1. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs as well here in the 4th. As they've got this inning going, and the game-tying run is at second base. With 2 away, Frankie Rutigliano will bat. Grounded out to second his first time up. He takes high for ball 1. At first base, Colton Morgan. At second is Kellen Weiler. At the plate, Rutigliano, a 2-0 count as a breaking ball misses outside. Visit out to the mound for Sebastian Watson, the second baseman, real quick. The 2-0 pitch, fastball, hits the outside corner. Taking all the way there was Rutigliano. Rutigliano had a double in game 1. This 2-1 pitch here. Fouls away for strike 2. Takahashi trying to finish it off in the top of the 4th, giving up a run. He gets the swing and a miss, a big strikeout against Rutigliano. That's the 5th strikeout for Takahashi in the ballgame, and it finishes off the top of the 4th inning, leaving the game-tying run standing at second. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Roseburg in front, looking to add to it on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 2-1 ball game. Roseburg in front of North Medford. On the mound, it is Aiden Horsley still throwing for North Medford. Slipping on his first pitch there, fires low against Silas Kincaid, who will lead things off for Roseburg here in the fourth inning. Breaking ball high. That grazed his front shoulder. And heading to first base will go Silas Kincaid. Score change in that South Medford and Sheldon ball game down at Harry and David Field. Game 1. They're in the top of the 6th, and South is leading 3-1 against Sheldon in that Southwest Conference opener for both of those teams. Hit by pitch for Silas Kincaid puts a man on with nobody out for Roseburg here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Squaring to bunt, Dominic Tatone will take low and inside for ball 1. For North Medford in the 4th inning, it was 1 run on 3 hits. There were no Roseburg errors and 2 men left on base for the Black Tornado. Headed to the mound to have a conversation as second baseman Johnny King for a moment. Dominic Tatone grounded out to the pitcher. Make that the first baseman back in the 2nd inning in his first at-bat. I say second baseman, I mean the first baseman. Tatone grounded out 3-1 was the put out on his first at-bat. He squares to bunt, takes high, had to duck out of the way of that pitch. Makes it a 2-0 count. A lot of activity going on around Roseburg today. Some baseball and softball playing doubleheaders against North Medford. Track and field hosting over 20 teams at Finlay Field for the Jim Robinson Twilight Invitational today. Bunt laid down, sack bunt, first base side for Tatone. It is fielded by the pitcher, Horsley. And this time it was 3-1 the first time for Tatone. This time it's 1-3 for the sack bunt put out. 1 away. Up to second base goes Kincaid.
Number 11, Jordan White.
Man in scoring position with 1 out for Roseburg, and Jordan White will try to see if they can move Kincaid even further around the bases. Last time up, he drew a walk in the 2nd inning. Horsley taking a look at second. First pitch, just a little elevated for ball 1. Roseburg baseball on the score brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com. Call them at 541-459-1545. Breaking ball stays high. 2 balls, no strikes. Aiden Horsley for North Medford. Stands in there, the 2-0 pitch. He slipped again, ground ball, not hard hit up the middle. Takes a while to get to the shortstop. Bertigliano fires to first. He will get Jordan White. Up to third base goes Silas Kincaid. So at least a productive out for Jordan White. As he grounds out 6-3, he moves the runner to third base. Evan Corbin will bat. Base knock could bring in a run. Pass ball, an error. Wild pitch. Breaking ball is the first pitch in for a strike against Evan Corbin. Corbin had the infield single back in the 2nd. Eventually came around to score on the throwing error by right fielder Marcus Moore. The 0-1. Corbin takes low and inside. Roseburg leading this one 2-1 at the moment, trying to sweep North Medford at home to start conference play. The 1-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, back to the mound. Horsley stumbling around, does snag it, and from his knees retires Corbin at first base. Roseburg without anything hit all that hard in the inning. A hit by pitch led things off, but they cannot bring around Silas Kincaid to score. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We are through 4 innings of play. Roseburg leading 2-1 against North Medford on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Chris, 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Top of the fifth inning, Roseburg in front of North Medford by a score of 2-1. Joey Keyran here with you from Champion Car Wash Field, where the sun is shining today. Davis Carr will lead things off for North Medford. The lefty takes outside from Austin Takahashi for ball one. Roseburg baseball brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Roseburg Honda, they treat you like family because they are family. 2-0 count. Davis Carr will foul one back for strike one. North Medford getting their first run of the doubleheader in the fourth inning on a two-out single by Kellen Weiler, making it a one-run ball game here. Carr pops one up, foul down the third base side. That one carries out of play. Strike two against Davis Carr. Hopefully no one's car is in the way of that one. If somebody's car gets hit out in the parking lot, they're going to want to make sure they've got Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. This ball fouled away again, 2-2 count. Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance is our pitching change sponsor. Neither bullpens have been active really at all today. No pitching changes in Game 1. Game 2 so far hasn't really seen any action in the bullpens as well. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball, hit towards short. A nice high bounder, a lot of time for Dawson Gillespie. Came charging in, makes the play. Retires Carr for the first out of the fifth. Getting to the second half of this ball game here between North Medford and Roseburg. The Tribe trying to get the sweep at home. They will be on the road against Grants Pass coming up on Tuesday for their next game. First pitch, strike one on a breaking ball to Trey Newman.
Runners number 16, Trey Newman.
The 0-1 from Takahashi misses outside. Looks like a 1-0 lead in the second inning for North Medford softball over Roseburg at the moment. The 1-1 pitch froze Trey Newman at the plate. He just sat there and watched that one. Didn't know what to do with that pitch, and it was in for strike two. The 1-2 from Takahashi is outside. Tak just has such a kind of casual motion when he delivers to the plate. Could maybe possibly lull a hitter into sleep. Bounces one in, and that count goes full now. We've seen Takahashi at times use the quick pitch as well. 3-2. Off speed, got him to swing and miss. It's another strikeout for Austin Takahashi. All strikeouts brought to you by One Peak Medical. Did you strike out with that new fad diet? Let One Peak Medical Fitness and Nutrition Advisors create an individualized plan for your daily routine, goals, and overall health to make sure you succeed. One Peak Medical, accepting new patients. Visit onepeakmedical.com. 9-hitter Marcus Moore at the plate. Takes low for ball one. Gets behind a pitch, left up in the zone, but fouls out one away for strike one. 1-1 count. High. Two balls and a strike for Moore, who struck out back in the third inning. Out of the windup for Takahashi. Tak misses low, and the count goes 3-1. He is fallen behind a couple of straight batters, but two outs, nobody on. No reason to dance around it here. Swing and a miss, strike two. Marcus Moore, off-speed pitch, chases inside at that one. Full count here, Tak trying to wrap it up. The 3-2, that ball in the air to left field. Drifting back, now in a few steps for Dominic Tatone as the top of the 5th inning will come to a close. 1-2-3 frame for Austin Takahashi, and Roseburg stays in front by 1. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for North Medford. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Roseburg looking for some insurance on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Top of the 5th inning. Roseburg leading 2-1. Today's game brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans. Now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue, or give them a call at 672-5701. Bottom of the 5th, Roseburg with a 1-run lead. Haven't scored since the 2nd. That's when they got both of their runs across against Aiden Horsley. Still on the mound throwing for North. He'll misfire low for a 1-0 count to Knox Hubbard, who had a single in the 2nd inning and drove in the first run of the game for the Tribe. Then the throw in from right field got away, and that allowed a second run to come in for Roseburg. 2-0 count for Hubbard, who drew 2 walks in the first game of our doubleheader. He's ahead 2-0 in this at-bat. Southwest Conference play getting started today. We've been telling you about Sheldon and South Medford down in Medford at Harry and David Field. Also Grants Pass at South Eugene today for their first games in conference play. Pitch bounces in, sliding his heels back out of the way goes Knox Hubbard, the left-handed batter. So 3-0 count for Hubbs. And he'll take ball 4. That is the first time I have ever called him Hubs. I'm not sure if that's a nickname that he has. I don't know if I just gave him one. I'm not sure if I like it or not. But Knox Hubbard is on base. He's already got a cool enough name. I don't know if I need to give him a nickname. But Hubbard is on base. Hubs. So Knox gets on. They bring in the courtesy runner for the catcher. And that is Eli Jacobs running out there. Leadoff man on base for Roseburg. Carson Dunn will bat. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. Left a man stranded at third base when he did. Squaring the bunt, taking it in the dirt. Dunn will be ahead 1-0. A visit out to the mound now for North Medford. Today's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. And by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months on approved credit now at Mahalo Heating and Air. Uh, 1-0. In the 3rd inning of that softball game, Roseburg and North Medford. This is our only live sports action on the radio today for you here on The Score. Coming up tomorrow, it's a jam-packed day of games coming up on the radio. We'll have Oregon State baseball start things off tomorrow. And then following that, it's the regular season finale and the final game of the season for the Portland Trailblazers. Coming up tomorrow, Beavers baseball at 12:30, Blazers basketball at 5:30 here on The Score. 2-0 count for Carson Dunn. Blazers losing by 50 last night. They are understanding the assignment and tanking here at the end of the season. Squaring to bunt. Push bunt, first base side by Dunn. He'll sacrifice bunt his way and get the runner up to second. Throw down to second base. Gets away, but Eli Jacobs back in safely at second base. So Carson Dunn, a sac bunt. 1-3 the put out. Moves the man into scoring position with one out. Top of the order, Logan Kloffenstein will bat. 0 for 2 in this game. Kloffenstein was 1 for 3 in game 1, but got on base twice and fielder's choice to end an inning in his third at-bat. He bats here with a chance to drive in a run with one out. Roseburg leading 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch, top of the zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, and Kloffenstein going after it. Held up long enough to get a piece of it, but fouls it down the third base side. (0-2) count. Aiden Horsley trying to get through this fifth inning. Nobody warming up either side. Line drive shot goes right to the second baseman. A chance for the double play. Not in time. Johnny King makes the catch at second base on the line drive by Kloffenstein, then went racing to the bag. Unfortunately, Retigliano wasn't able to get there in time. It was a foot race for everybody. Retigliano trying to get there to try and receive the ball from King, but he didn't beat out Eli Jacobs back to the bag. And King tried to dive back in and touch the bag before Eli Jacobs could get there, but he didn't beat that out as well. Boy, that was a close play out at second base, and heads-up defense from Johnny King, the second baseman for North Medford. First pitch, strike one against Austin Takahashi, looking to help himself out here. 0 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch from Horsley to the lefty. Outside, ball one. (1-1) count. Horsley out of the stretch, misses outside. Takahashi, a one-run lead at the moment, but he could stretch it back out to 2 if he can drive in Eli Jacobs from second base. Pitch is high and away as Aiden Horsley treating Takahashi with a very sensitive touch here. Not trying to put anything over the plate that's too easy to hit. Takahashi waits, choking up on the bat for the 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops in nicely as Horsley goes down on the mound, slipping on the artificial turf. All artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field, even on the mound. And sometimes if a pitcher's not sure of his footing out there, not sure where he's going to plant and finish, he can get a little slick. 3-2 pitch. Takahashi fights it off to stay alive. Might have been ball 4. Tak might have hit that off of his front foot as he will hobble around just a bit. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibrations Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. And now Takahashi is going to go down, stretch out. He's might be a little bit of cramping there. Some action in the bullpen for Roseburg. It appears that maybe Julie Deaver, the athletic trainer for Roseburg High School, not here. She might be over at softball or might even be over at Roseburg High School where the Jim Robinson Twilight Invitational is going on. Was Julie over at the high school? Yeah, she's over at the track field. Yeah, Julie's over at track and field. Probably a smart place to be. A lot more athletes over there that could use some help than here at the ballparks. Over 20 schools making their way to Roseburg here today. I saw 4J buses driving by earlier. sun is really coming down, and the temperature keeps climbing on us here. Initially they were saying 54 for a high. We hit 55, and now up to 56, and that was short-lived. Back down to 55 for the temperatures here in Roseburg today. Talk was getting quite a bit of stretching going on there. He's still trying to work out, I believe it was his left leg they were attending to there. Coach Sestair out there helping him. And he's grabbing at his hamstring, right at the top of his hamstring, and stretching everything out. Roseburg has Parker Burke warming up in the bullpen. And now is rushed into the dugout. They may need to, it looks like they're going to pull out Austin Takahashi and have to make a substitution here, which they're going to put in Burke to take over for Takahashi, and he would get a chance to go to the mound then as well. So it's going to be Parker Burke that's going to come in here. Kind of a weird situation because not only is it just a hitter getting replaced, it's also the pitcher that's getting replaced, and one fell swoop here. Parker Burke, the junior, just 6 at-bats this season. He's got 1 single on the year with an RBI. He'll step in here with a full count pitch coming up. And while we've been waiting for Takahashi to either figure out what's going to happen with him on the mound, Aiden Horsley's been throwing some warm-up pitches, so he'll stand on there with a 3-2 pitch coming up. It'll be Parker Burke that steps in for Austin Takahashi with 2 outs and a man at second. Grounds one towards short. Up with it, Retigliano is throw to first. Pulled the first baseman off the bag, but Weiler able to get the tag on Parker Burke and finish off the 5th inning. So Roseburg unable to add a run. They're on top 2-1, but Austin Takahashi will exit the game with an injury, and that brings on Parker Burke to take over for Roseburg. We've got a call to the pin brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. We'll tell you more about it after a 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. Roseburg leading 2-1 over North Medford, but we get a call to the pin brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking of switching things up with your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. With over 10 years of insurance experience, Chris can make sure that you're getting the coverage that you need at a price that fits your budget. Auto, home, life, and more. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsurers.com for a quote today. Well, Austin Takahashi, because of looked like a hamstring maybe injury for Austin Takahashi, he exits the game. 5 innings work, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 6 strikeouts for Austin Takahashi. He's in line to get the win if Roseburg can hang on to the 1-run victory. Or, excuse me, the 1-run lead at the moment. Top of the 6th inning, it is Parker Burke that takes over, and he misses low on the first pitch to the leadoff man in the 6th. Jeremiah Robbins at the plate. Robbins will take outside, and the count goes 2-0. Parker Burke on the mound for Roseburg. 4 2/3 innings work. He's made 3 appearances so far, his 4th here. Misses inside, a 3-0 count. He's got 1 save on the year so far, a 1.50 ERA, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hit batters. He's got a 3-0 count against Robbins. Does get the strike across on the 3-0 pitch. So Roseburg trying to eke out a sweep at home against North Medford. The 3-1 swing and strike 2 for Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins, the catcher, had a hit back in the 4th inning. Swings and misses. That one dropped by Knox Hubbard, but an easy throw down to Evan Corbin at first base. And Parker Burke gets a strikeout. Strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Visit onepeakmedical.com. That is the 7th strikeout of the game for Roseburg's pitchers. First for Parker Burke. First pitch swinging. Johnny King fouls it away out of play here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium. Headed out towards the parking lot by Stewart Parkway. The 0-1 from Burke. High with the breaking ball. So North Medford down to their final 5 outs. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Strike 2. The 1-2 pitch missing inside. 2-2 is the count for Johnny King. King is 0 for 1 in the game, a strikeout and a sac bunt for him. Takes outside on the 2-2 pitch. Count goes full. Burke's 3-2, popped up in the air, foul territory. White giving chase, but that one ends up in the grandstands above the Roseburg dugout down the third base side. So King will have another look at it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gets around on one here towards left field, drifting foul again. Back to the plate. For North Medford, they'll be hosting Sheldon in their next game coming up on Tuesday. 3-2 pitch for Burke. Misses low and outside. First walk for North Medford here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. They only had 1 in Game 1 against Roseburg. Part of the lineup coming up here for the Black Tornado, looking to try and break through against the new man on the mound, Parker Burke, the junior right-hander. Faces Aiden Horsley. Horsley fouls it back. Strike 1 against him. Horsley, pitching in Game 2, was the center fielder in Game 1. He is 0 for 2 in this game with a couple of ground outs back to the pitcher. The 0-1 to him. Breaking ball low, throw down to first base. Scoop there by Evan Corbin. Nice play. As the throw by Knox Hubbard a little low, had the short hop to him. One count. Runner going, the pitch inside, and no chance for Knox Hubbard to throw down to second. So the game time run is at second base, a 2-1 count for Horsley, the 3-hitter in the lineup for North Medford. Cleanup hitter Kellen Weiler waiting on deck. He had the RBI single in the 4th. Here in the top of the 6th, North Medford trying to fight back into the ball game. A foul ball evens up the count for Horsley. Two count. Again, another foul ball for Aiden Horsley. Two balls, 2 strikes. Game 2 of our twin bill. Burke checking second. The 2-2 pitch. Line softly to right field. Klopfenstein there for it. The game-tying run heading to the plate. It will come in. Johnny King scores, and North Medford is rallied back to tie this one up in the 6th inning. An RBI single for Aiden Horsley to right field. Not all that hard hit, but just enough. And that will make it a 2-2 ball game. North Medford back in this one. On the bat of Aiden Horsley, helping his own cause. That means Austin Takahashi will not receive a win, or he'll get a no decision in this ball game after exiting with a hamstring injury, not a presumed hamstring injury. Kellen Weiler will bat. Weiler 1 for 2 on the day. Runner going, throw down to second base, not in time. And ahead of the throw goes Horsley. North Medford getting aggressive on the base paths. 1-0 count at the plate for Weiler. And now the go-ahead run is at second base. Swing and a miss with the breaking ball, 1-1 count. So Roseburg's going to have to get the bats out for the 6th and the 7th possibly. After leading 2-0 after the second inning, North Medford has rallied back to tie it. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Hubbard. 2 balls and a strike against Kellen Weiler. Roseburg scored twice in the second. And then North Medford got 1 in the 4th, tie it up here in the 6th. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Apologize, our scoreboard for those watching online was behind. A 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Weiler goes down, second strikeout of the inning for Parker Burke. Top of the 6th with 2 outs, the go-ahead run at second base, and Colton Morgan will bat. He had a single in the 4th. Breaking ball, first pitch, strike 1. Hubbard set up outside. Pitch came back inside. I'm not sure if that fooled Morgan there, expecting the pitch outside. Got caught with that pitch coming in on the hands. Breaking ball dropped in for the strike. The 0-1, he squares to bunt, charging in Jordan White. No throw to first base, and on safely will go Colton Morgan, his second hit of the game. Puts him on the corners with 2 down. And out to the mound will go pitching coach Richie Charles to have a conversation with the entire infield as they plan their defensive strategy here. Runners on the corners with 2 down in the top of the 6th. North Medford threatening to take the lead for the first time today. Roseburg Baseball on the Score brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. And by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Roseburg will have Sunday and Monday to get ready for a game on the road against Grants Pass. That'll be our first road game of the season for our radio broadcast. We've been at home for every game so far this year, which has been nice. We were going to go on the road to the Portland area to call Roseburg's game against Cleveland last Tuesday, but that game got canceled. Here in the top of the 6th, 1 run in so far for North Medford. They have tied this ball game up. They've got runners on the corners with 2 down. And up to bat will be Frankie Retigliano, the shortstop, 0 for 2 in this one. Coaching staff for North Medford wanting to call a balk possibly there on Burke with his pickoff move. Steps off again. Burke towing the third base side of the rubber. Has this very close stance as he works out of his stretch. First pitch, strike on the outside corner called against Retigliano. Some of the visiting fans not happy about the strike zone on that pitch. The 0-1 count. Runner is going. This ball fouled away. He'll head back to first base. That's Colton Morgan. 2 strikes now against Frankie Retigliano. Head in the at-bat for Parker Burke, trying to finish off the 6th. Burke will be, at least if he remains the pitcher of record. He'll be the pitcher getting the decision today for Roseburg. 0-2 pitch to Ritigliano. Runner going again. Breaking ball lifted to left field. If it stays fair, it's going to be a lead for North Medford. 1 run in, possibly 2. They're sending the second runner to the plate. North Medford, a 2-run double for Frankie Ritigliano. And the Black Tornado take a 4-2 lead. The runner was going on the pitch. That allowed him to score from first. Colton Morgan comes all the way around. And North Medford has put up 3 runs in the 6th inning. And they've taken a 2-run lead against Roseburg. Still 2 outs. Ritigliano on at second. Davis Carr to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch, he fouls that one away. Right over the top of the Roseburg dugout. Oh, 1 pitch for Burke. Burke's allowed 3 hits here in the 6th, and he struck out 2. Misses high and away for a 1-1 count. For Roseburg coming up in the 6th inning, Gillespie, Kincaid, and Tatone, the 3 hitters scheduled. As Roseburg will need to rally back here, trailing 4-2 now. The 1-1 squaring to bunt. The pitch gets by. Up the third will go Ritigliano. 2 balls and 1 strike for Davis Carr. Evan Corbin will go to the mound to have a conversation with Parker Burke. Wild pitch, moving Ritigliano up to third. Corbin, of course, had the 2-hit shutout in Game 1, the complete game performance that got Roseburg the win in the opener of today's doubleheader. 2-1 pitch to Carr. Misses low. And the left fielder is ahead in the at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike. And he'll draw a 5-pitch walk. That'll be the second walk issued for Parker Burke. Trey Newman will bat. Newman is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. But this again is the first time that anybody has been facing Parker Burke today, who started off the 6th inning with the top of the order. He will face his 8th batter of the inning. 3 runs in for North Medford. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Burke misses high and inside on the first pitch to Newman. Carr takes the lead at first, and Burke will step off. At third base is Ritigliano. After his 2-run double here in the 6th, gave North Medford a lead. Newman pops one up in the air out to center field, fighting the sun. Carson Dunn will come in, and he makes the play. That'll finish off the top of the 6th inning for North Medford. But the Black Tornado regain, well, they take the lead for the first time today. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no Roseburg errors. 2 men left on base for the Black Tornado. A crooked number on the board for North Medford, and they lead 4-2 going to the bottom of the 6th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Roseburg with work to do as they trail 4-2 after a 3-run top of the 6th for North Medford. Dawson Gillespie will lead things off as they face Aiden Horsley. Third time through the lineup for Roseburg. First pitch, strike 1. Final from Harry and David, game 1 of that doubleheader between South Medford and Sheldon. South Medford winning 4-2 in that one to stay undefeated on the year. The 0-1 pitch to Gillespie is low and inside for a 1-1 count. Still haven't really noticed any action in the bullpen for North Medford here in game 2, so Horsley's still going. Roseburg does have a lefty thrown in the bullpen. That's Logan Klopfenstein. 1-1 pitch to Gillespie is high. Horsley has allowed just 2 hits in this ball game. He's got 2 strikeouts and 2 walks and 1 hit batter. The 2-1 to Gillespie. Line drive left field on for a base hit. First one of the day for Dawson Gillespie. Comes up with a single to left field. And that'll get things started. Brings the game-tying run to the plate for Roseburg. So the question now will be, do they continue to go with small ball? Are they going to ask their cleanup hitter, Silas Kincaid, to try and bunt the runner over? Down by 2 here in the 6th. They may look to let him swing away, and he does not show a bunt. Takes a breaking ball for ball 1. One ending up low. Today's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Bottom of the 6th, the 4-2 lead for North Medford. And hit by a pitch for a second time is Silas Kincaid. He was hit back in the 4th inning. Gets hit by a pitch here in the 6th. And now the game-tying run is on base for Roseburg. First and second with nobody out. Dominic Tatone will step into bat. Now Dom, a quality bunter, may be asked to do it again here. He had a sac bunt in the 4th inning of this one, and in game 1 he had a sac bunt as well. Might try to move both runners into scoring position if possible. Now he does square to bunt late, pushes it down third base side, field the throw to third in time, and they will get the lead runner. So 1-5 the put out. Dawson Gillespie cut down at third. Kincaid gets the second. Dominic Tatone, a fielder's choice, will be on at first. So they do try to move both runners into scoring position, cannot execute it there. One away, Jordan White will bat. Takes a fastball outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch here for Horsley. Kicks, delivers. White pops this one to right field. Bit of a tough play made out in right field by Moore. It looked like he had to track that one down. Out at second base, Silas Kincaid was not tagging. And I don't think that was what Coach Thompson was wanting at third base. White flies out to right field, 2 down.
Next batter, number 7, Evan Corbin.
And after a leadoff single, then a hit by pitch, Roseburg got 2 runners on, and they have not been able to threaten to score so far. Evan Corbin going to try to change that. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Horsley on the mound. Breaking ball, left it up. That ball might have a chance to get down. Long run. Nobody will get there in time. Kincaid's going to score. The throw going to third, sliding in safely. Will go Dominic Tatone, and Roseburg gets one back on a blue RBI single for Evan Corbin. Chopped at a high breaking ball that was left hanging. And he tomahawks that one to left field. Kincaid running all the way, scores from second. Roseburg back within 1, and they've got runners on the corners with 2 down. Knox Hubbard will bat. Hub Hubbard, Hubbs, as I'm apparently going to keep wanting to call him, is 1 for 1 in the game with an RBI single in the second, walked back in the fifth. Roseburg a chance to try and tie it up with Dominic Titone at third base, Evan Corbin at first. Knox Hubbard at the plate. The first pitch to the lefty, high and away for ball one. Roseburg with 2 hits here in the sixth. The 1-0, high and away, 2-0 count for Knox Hubbard. A 2-0 pitch to Knox. Hard hit ball, right side, gets through. Roseburg ties it up on the single by Knox Hubbard, and we've got a new ball game here. Ball gets away briefly on the relay back in. A tie ball game, 4-4. Roseburg comes up with the game-tying hit with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth. Knox Hubbard picks up his second RBI single of the day. That drives in Dominic Titone. Evan Corbin goes to second. Runners at first and second for Roseburg, tied at 4 here in the bottom of the sixth. And now a visit out to the mound for the coaching staff for North Medford. We'll see if they make a change here. 2 down. And Roseburg has battled back to tie this one up with 2 in the bottom of the sixth. Not looking like they're immediately making a change there. Courtesy runner on for Knox Hubbard. That is Eli Jacobs that'll come on to first base. And Roseburg back in this one. Stick around for the postgame show. Kind of could be anybody's award to be handed out for Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Knox Hubbard coming up with a big hit there. Could be his, could be somebody else that steps up and makes the big play for Roseburg down the stretch. We will announce the Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game in the postgame show once this one goes final. No change made on the mound for North Medford after the visit. With 2 outs, I'm sure the coaches would like to get through the 6th inning with Aiden Horsley on the mound before maybe making a change for the 7th. Roseburg won Game 1, 3-0. Here in Game 2, they were leading 2-0 much of it. But North Medford scored 3 times in the top of the 6th to take a 4-2 lead, but Roseburg has rallied back. They tie it up with 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-4 ball game. Carson Dunn at the plate, a 1-0 pitch coming up. Bounces outside, does not really get away from Jeremiah Robbins, who was a second-team all-conference catcher as a freshman last year. In fact, Robbins and Knox Hubbard, the 2 catchers in this ball game, both second-team all-conference selections last year. 2-0 pitch for Horsley with runners at first and second and 2 away. He misses high for ball 3. We saw Logan Kloffenstein throwing moments ago for Roseburg in their bullpen. He is the on-deck hitter now. But for North Medford, nobody throwing in their bullpen at the moment. 3-0 delivery coming up for Horsley. Does catch the inside corner for a strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Carson Dunn at the plate. Takes for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 away.
Batters number 6, Logan Kloffenstein.
That'll bring up Logan Kloffenstein, 0 for 3 in Game 2. That was the 3rd walk issued by Aiden Horsley. Bases loaded, 2 away. Kloffenstein at the dish. 4th time up against Aiden Horsley. He takes low and outside for ball 1. With 2 outs here in the 6th inning, Roseburg a chance to try and regain the lead against North Medford. The 1-0 Outside. Base is loaded. A walk is as good as a hit here. Still no activity for the Black Tornado in their bullpen. Kloffenstein has put the ball in play all 3 times last time, had a line drive snagged at second base. He takes a strike, top end of the zone there, outer half. Horsley sets, will deliver. Off speed, right side, gets in, base hit, Logan Kloffenstein. 1 run in, a second run heading to the plate, will not be on time. Kloffenstein will head to second, and Roseburg scores 2 to take a 6-4 lead. And the inning will continue here in the bottom of the 6th. A 2-run single for Logan Kloffenstein. Ends up at second base on the throw to the plate. Coming in to score, Evan Corbin and Eli Jacobs running for Knox Hubbard. Carson Dunn goes first to third, and Roseburg scores 2. 4 runs in here in the 6th inning, and they lead 6-4. It looks like we'll have a call to the pen for the Black Tornado. Roseburg on top of North Medford, and looking to try and add some more as they'll send their 9th hitter to the plate. It's going to be Parker Burke that's coming up to bat. For Austin Takahashi, he came in last half inning when Takahashi went down with the leg injury. So Burke will he saw just 1 pitch because he came in with the full count. And he will get to see a full at-bat coming up here. Waiting for the official change to be made out on the mound, and here we go. It looks like they've selected the next pitcher of the game for North Medford. We'll tell you more about it when we come back. A 60-second break. 60-second break. We'll come back after the call to the pen, brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance, on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Roseburg in front of North Medford 6-4 as they rally back after starting this bottom of the 6th inning down 4-2. Roseburg puts 4 across the board. Most of those coming with 2 outs here in the 6th. They drive Aiden Horsley out of the game, and taking over will be Johnny King. King will move from second base to take over for Horsley on the mound.
That is Roseburg, number 15, Parker Burke.
And we'll take a look at all the other defensive changes going on here for North Medford in the 6th inning. Parker Burke will get the bat. He's the 9th hitter to the plate. First pitch for Burke. Swung on and missed. The call to the pen for North Medford, brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking about switching up your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris. He's got over 10 years of experience in insurance. Give him a call at 672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com today for a free quote. Foul ball for Burke, and he's got himself an 0-2 count quickly here against Johnny King. Colton Morgan, the third baseman, moves to second base to take over for King defensively. The 0-2 pitch is fouled away by Burke. He stays alive. Davis Carr, the left fielder, moves to third base. Aiden Horsley goes to left field. The 0-2 behind the head of Parker Burke. Drops the bat out of the way. And he's got a 1-2 count. So Horsley moves to left field off the mound. Morgan moves to second. Carr moves to third, and King goes to the mound. 1-2 pitch in the air out towards right center, and it'll drift more towards right field where Marcus Moore will make the play. But Roseburg sends 9 hitters to the plate and take the lead back on top 6-4 against North Medford. As we go to the 7th, 3 outs away for Roseburg to pull off the sweep against the Black Tornado. Back after a 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Chris, 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Back for the top of the 7th inning, a new man on the mound for Roseburg. It will be Logan Klopfenstein that'll come on to try and pick up a save for the Tribe. Roseburg 3 outs away from a sweep against North Medford as Parker Burke exits the game. Burke came in and pitched 1 inning for Roseburg, but he was the pitcher of record as the Tribe rallies back to score 4 in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. So he'll be the pitcher of record for the win if Roseburg can hang on. And Logan Klopfenstein fires the first pitch to the 9-hitter Marcus Moore outside or inside from the lefty to the righty for ball 1. Klopfenstein hits the outside corner for a 1-1 count. The call to the pin for Roseburg also brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. Visit chrisinsures.com today for details on how you can get a free quote for your auto, home, life, and more. 2 balls and 1 strike against Marcus Moore, the 9-hitter in the lineup card for North Medford. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He takes outside. The count goes to 3-1. North needing 2 runs to force the bottom of the 7th inning. Roseburg needing 3 outs to get the sweep here at home today. Klopfenstein, 7 innings worked this year. He started 1 game as he gets a strike across on the 3-1. Klopfenstein has a 2-1 record, 3.00 ERA, 10 walks, 6 strikeouts as he will get a foul ball down the third base side. The count will stay full for Marcus Moore. Burke goes 1 inning, allowed 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts in his short period on the mound. 3-2 pitch, got him to chase a breaking ball outside, fouled it off. Moore stays alive with the full count. Roseburg trying to come back for a win here at home. 3-2 pitch, again got him reaching for it, fouled it off. (3-2) pitch, bounced in by Klopfenstein, and a runner on to lead things off for North Medford here in the 7th. Brings the game-tying run to the plate as Jeremiah Robbins will bat. 1 for 3 here in game 2.
Top of the order for North Medford, number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
Robbins striking out against Parker Burke in the 6th inning. First pitch, strike 1 to Robbins. The 0-1 pitch for the lefty Kloffenstein. Breaking ball is away. Logan, not necessarily the hardest thrower when he's out on the mound, but he mixes up pitches well, has a lot of movement on his stuff. His 1-1 pitch gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. I think it's a bit of an adjustment for a lot of hitters to go from what they had been seeing to then seeing the lefty Kloffenstein. The 1-2 pitch, just outside. Roseburg wanted it, do not get the call. Other defensive changes with Kloffenstein taking over on the mound. Dominic Tatone has moved to right field, and Eli Jacobs entered the game for Parker Burke and takes over in left. The 2-2, ball in the air, out to center field, not hard hit. Charging in comes Carson Dunn. He'll call off Watson, the second baseman, and makes the catch in shallow right field. Carson Dunn racing in. His speed is so big for Roseburg defensively. 1 out for North Medford, top of the 7th, trailing by 2 against Roseburg. Johnny King will bat. First pitch outside. They've got the runner off the bag at first, tagging out there. And out at first base, Marcus Moore picked off for the second out. Moore was heading for second, I think, expecting maybe a hit and run at the plate. Johnny King did not come through with his end of the bargain. And that left Moore hanging out to dry out at first base. And an easy throw down to first. The tag applied by Corbin, and there's 2 away. Pitch is high for ball 1. Or excuse me, for a strike. It's a 1-1 count, I believe. The 1-1 softly hit foul down the first base side. One-two pitch. Kloffenstein delivers. Breaking ball. Couldn't get him to chase. Count goes 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kloffenstein trying to close it out. Roseburg trying to get the sweep, and they won't get it on that pitch. The count goes full. (3-2) with nobody on, 2 away. Top of the 7th, and it's ball 4. And North Medford continues to have a little bit of life here today. Johnny King gets on his second walk of the ball game. Just the third walk issued by Roseburg's pitchers here in game 2. Aiden Horsley batting. Now the left fielder takes strike 1. It'll be Horsley on the hook for the loss unless the score changes in favor of North Medford. The 0-1 pitch from Kloffenstein. Breaking ball inside, out at first base. King looked like he maybe thought about trying to head to second base, but goes back to the bag, scrambling that direction. 1-1 count. Roseburg leads 6-4. Just a little low on the outer half. 2 balls and a strike for Kloffenstein. It is a safe situation for Klopp here. Fires in, and that ball fouled off the end of the bat for Horsley, out in front of that one. Two balls, 2 strikes, sun shining down. Roseburg trying to close out the doubleheader. The 2-2 pitch, off speed, inside. Full count again. Runner at first will be going. The pitch to the plate. Got him to swing, but just off the end of the bat for a foul ball that keeps the game going for Aiden Horsley. Klopp will try again to finish it off here on another 3-2 pitch. Pickoff throw to first instead. Back safely. Standing up does go Johnny King. 6-4, a 2-run lead for Roseburg. Runner going. That ball belted to left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Eli Jacobs tracks it down in the corner. He'll throw it in. Roseburg just needs to make sure the second run won't score as North Medford gets one back here in the top of the 7th on an RBI double with 2 outs by Aiden Horsley. That scores Johnny King from first. So the game will continue just a little longer. And the game tying run is at second base now. Six to 5 the score. First pitch misses for ball 1 against the cleanup man, Kellen Weiler. Weiler had an RBI single in the 4th inning, got the first run across for North Medford. He takes a strike at the knees. One for 3 on the day for Weiler. The 1-1 pitch fouled off down the third base side for strike 2. Kloffenstein trying to finish it here. The lefty set. Runner at second base. The 1-2 pitch just outside. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. In the dirt for Kloffenstein. The count goes full again. He has worked deep into the counts against the North Medford batters. Horsley takes the lead at second base. He's the game-tying run, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Roseburg wins! They capture the doubleheader sweep at home on a strikeout by Logan Kloffenstein. Weiler goes down, his second strikeout of the game, and Roseburg polishes off the sweep at home. North Medford made it a tight one, but they could not finish off the comeback.
Very good game for both teams.
We will head to the post-game show as Roseburg gets the win by a score of 6-5 here in Game 2. After a 3-0 win in Game 1, Roseburg goes to 2-0 in conference play, 8-4 on the season. North Medford will fall to 5-7 on the year and 0-2 in conference play to start. We'll come back with the post-game show on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
You realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to Champion Car Wash Field, where Roseburg picks up the win here at home today in both games of a doubleheader against the North Medford Black Tornado. Game 2 goes down by a score of 6-5, Roseburg in front. For today's totals, Game 2, 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Roseburg, 5 men left on base. For North Medford, 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed 1 error and left 5 men on base. For the decisions, it'll be Parker Burke picking up the win for Roseburg. As he pitches 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He did give up the lead, but Roseburg bails him out and rallies back with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th to regain the lead with Burke as the pitcher of record, so he gets the win. Taking the loss will be Aiden Horsley for North Medford. And getting a save in this one will be Logan Klopfenstein. Picks up his first save of the year. Roseburg had a 2-0 lead after the second inning as they scored 2 on a Knox Hubbard single to right field. Hubbard drove in 1, and then the relay throw back in from right field got away, allowed another run to score for Roseburg. North Medford, though, would cut the lead in half with a run in the top of the 4th inning on a 2-out single by Kellen Weiler. North Medford took the lead for the first time in today's doubleheader with 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning. It was a big 2-out double by Frankie Rutigliano, his second double of the doubleheader, and that drove in 2 runs, capping that 3-run 6th inning for North Medford to put them on top 4-2. But Roseburg right back into it. In the bottom of the 6th inning, they'd score 4 runs against Aiden Horsley, most of those coming with 2 outs. A single by Evan Corbin driving in a run. Knox Hubbard drove in a run on a single. And then Logan Klopfenstein drove in 2 on a single to right field that put Roseburg in front 6-4. In the top of the 7th inning, North Medford challenge made things interesting against Logan Klopfenstein coming out of the bullpen to try and close out the game. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. They got 1 run against him, made it a 6-5 ball game, but that's as close as North Medford would get as Klopfenstein closed the ball game out and helps Roseburg pick up the win to go to 2-0 in conference play. What a day of baseball we had here at Champion Car Wash Field. Taking a look at offensive numbers from Game 2 of the doubleheader. Jeremiah Robbins goes 1 for 4 in Game 2. Johnny King had a pair of walks and 2 runs scored. Aiden Horsley was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He had a double in there. Kellen Weiler goes 1 for 4 with an RBI single. 2 for 3 for Colton Morgan. Frankie Rutigliano goes 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. Davis Carr had a walk. And a walk for Marcus Moore in there as well. On the other side, for Roseburg, Logan Klopfenstein gets his only hit of the game in a big moment in the 6th inning. His single drove in the go-ahead run for Roseburg, and he ends up 1 for 4. Let's see. Dawson Gillespie goes 1 for 3 with a single. Silas Kincaid was hit by a pitch twice. Jordan White got a walk and scored a run in the second. Evan Corbin goes 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles, had an RBI and 2 runs scored. Knox Hubbard was 2 for 2 in the game with 2 RBI singles and a walk. And Carson Dunn had a walk and a sac bunt in there as well. So that is a look at the numbers. Roseburg will go to 2-0 in conference play, 8-4 on the season. North Medford goes to 5-7 on the year, 0-2 in Southwest Conference play. It is now time to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game here in the post-game show. And, I was saying it was going to be kind of interesting to see how things finished out for us here, but my pick is going to stay. I wasn't sure if I would stick with it or not. Logan Kloffenstein gave me reason to pause, but I'm going to give it to Knox Hubbard. Knox Hubbard behind the plate did a nice job today between the 2 games, did not allow much to get by him, and the catcher always a big reason for the success for the pitcher on the mound. Knox Hubbard here in Game 2 goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles and got on base every time he was at the plate. Knox Hubbard is today's Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. All right, folks, that is going to wrap it up for us here today from Champion Car Wash Field. An exciting day of baseball and a lot of fun to bring you the start of conference play. Up next for North Medford, they'll be hosting Sheldon on Tuesday, and that will be the first day of Tuesday single games for teams in the Southwest Conference. And that'll be the next one for North Medford. They're at home. For Roseburg, they're going to be on the road at Grants Pass. That'll be Tuesday at 4:30 from Grants Pass High School. They do have artificial turf on the infield, so hopefully with some of the rain projected in the forecast coming up, hopefully we'll get a chance to play that one down there at GP. That'll be a 4:30 start time for that game coming up. We're going to wrap things up here. Want to say thanks you to our helpers here today. First, want to say thanks to North Medford for making the trek up here for today's doubleheader. Great baseball game all the way around. Want to say thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin, Head Coach Troy Thompson, and the entire Roseburg baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Thanks to Abby Knight and Brenton Cranford back in the studio for the radio production here this evening. And thanks to Angela Keyran for help here on site today with the broadcast as well. And as always, thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We'll chat with you on Tuesday when Roseburg visits Grants Pass for a single contest in Southwest Conference play. 4:30 first pitch. That means a 4:15 pregame show. Catch it right here, streaming at 541radio.com and on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.